Hi, I'm Ian Bell. I'm here with Cricket District and Neon, and here's how to play 10 cricket shots in 10 minutes. There we go. Still probably my favourite shot. But yeah, for me it was always about trying to hit the ball for 2, not trying to over-hit the ball. More of a touch player than a power player. And head over that front knee as much as you can. Doesn't have to be a massively big stride. Just to make sure that head position's right. And then make sure you're hitting the gap, especially for any young players. Make sure in the net so you're always practicing hitting gaps. You're never hitting fielders. Cut shot. Again, I think it's important with the cut shots, if you have a couple, make sure you can hit the ball in front and behind square, just because if the captain tries to move the field, you want to be able to hit the ball, again, where the gaps are. Oh, got a bit close to me that. But again, getting right back and across if you can, into the channel. I always believe you can get into the channel, get your eyes behind the ball, and then you can move. Also, you can defend from there as well. That's the one. Happy with that, in front of square. Again, if that was a test match, you'd probably have 3 slips, a gully, short leg, there'll be a gap there, so quite happy with that one. Right, late cut. I mean, it doesn't change too much for me. This is just more about, again, the field placing. So a lot of the time you see it in all cricket, and it infuriates supporters, is there's no third man. So again, it's a dangerous shot early in your innings, but as you get on, there can be a lot of runs. It's a bit tight, got to be careful of that. And probably someone like Joe Root at the moment, it's as good as anyone getting the ball down there. But again, it's exactly the same as a cut shot, but you're just playing it a lot later and let it real come here, and then actually just using the pace of the ball. And again, hopefully then what you do over time is the field moves to follow the ball that way, and then that gap comes in front of square for the normal cut shot. Again, just hitting down on the ball. One, you can get off strike, but also again, looking to hit the ball into a gap. Okay, reverse sweep. Again, the way the guys play it now is just incredible. I play it in all formats of the game, even in a pitch when the spinner's been attacking and throwing it out there. It's a run scoring option now for the players. And again, being able to move it from behind and even in front of square. Something in front of square that I struggled with, I could never do, but behind square, it was something I actually didn't mind doing. And we'll go. Again, and we see the way Ben Stokes, Joe Root play it now as well. Joss Butler, absolutely incredible. Very hard for captains to set fields. When guys can hit it, like I said, a reverse sweep or a conventional sweep in those areas and use their feet and go down the ground. So, but from a basic point of view, just stay nice and low, head still, get those fast hands going through the ball. Okay, so normal sweep, I mean, again, it's all about obviously moving the field again, but you've got your paddle sweep. If there's no 45, you see the best players, they'll just get down and paddle straight away, move a fielder behind square, and then they can go back in. But let's see if we can get one going. So a little paddle sweep to start. Again, get off strike, move a fielder in front of square behind, there's another gap there to go and play a conventional shot. See if we can get a hard sweep. Again, for me, the best player of this at the moment is Joe Root, without a shadow. Watching him through the winter in Sri Lanka and India, the way he was sweeping the ball against the spin and in front of square or in behind square, he's just an absolute genius at playing that shot. It's actually a shot I found really hard, ball turning away. Much prefer coming down the wicket and using my feet, but something that he does incredibly well. Again, staying nice and low, using his range long, get right out there, his reach, quite incredible. Right, pull shot. Again, for me, a pull shot, it's important to look where that field is. Again, you don't just want to hit it at the sweeper. So again, either behind square or in front of square. Again, the best players will hit the gap. Again, keep that head still. You don't want to be falling away, losing your balance. There we go. There we are, and hopefully you're picking the gap. Try and keep that balance. If you can pick length early, you know, that's how the good players, again, if the bowler misses their length by just a slightly bit short, they're onto that really quickly. Great shot to have. Certainly a young player learning that, play the those back of length balls and looking to score off them as well as surviving. Tip through mid wicket. So it's got the important thing in this as well is just not falling over and, oh, it's not an easy shot. Length's got to be good. Again, keeping that balance, not falling too far over this way, getting in trouble. Really looking to hit mid on first and then turning the wrists. There we go. That one, as soon as you get the length right, you can then use your wrists and your hands. Still think it's important to be looking to hit straight. And then you can use the last minute, you can use those hands to get it where you want it to go. Like that. On drives, for me, was always a check. For me, with the on drive, was just if I could hit my on drive, then I knew that the balance was perfect. You can't hit an on drive unless everything, your head, everything, your balance, is just, the ball won't go there, your back lift. There we go. A little bit uppish, but again, means everything's in sync. Foot, head, and the backswing as well, everything, the rhythm, very hard. It's always a good cue, I thought, when you're in form. Can you hit the ball down the ground in the V? Can you come down the wicket? Again, place the ball mid on and mid off or up in a 4-day game or in a longer format. Great way to put pressure back on the bowler, but it's all about the footwork. All about footwork. Again, I mean, it doesn't have to go in the air. If you get there, again, it's important. And then you can go with the different angles over extra cover, that one. But the footwork's the key. But as well, for young players, if you get there, you don't have to go through with the shot. You've got to be able to react. So it's not just you come down the wicket and you're all in. And if you get it wrong, this is about you've got to come down. Yeah, it's the right ball, hit it. And if it's not, you've got to bail out, get a single. You can still hit the ball on the floor. But again, it's all in the footwork. Typical English weather, this. Unbelievable. Got to get the ramp in now. This is definitely not one of my options. I got better as my career went on. But let's give it a whirl, just for cricket lovers out there. Again, when you're watching Joss Buttler and these guys, absolutely incredible. And the modern player now, it's hard now to, especially when they can bang it down the ground for six as well as ramp it, reverse ramp it, all that stuff that they can do now. It's quite incredible. Game's going forward at a rate of knots. My tip to playing this probably isn't from me, probably from KP, but actually that's not bad. One bounce, 4. Yeah, I like that. Probably should have done that a little bit more. Over extra cover looks better with a straighter bat anyway. I'll do one more. Oh, in the tennis courts. That'll do, there we go. Rain stops play, typical English weather. Hope you enjoyed the video.